What up, folks? We're jumping into our Ukraine news. We got big news out of Ukraine, folks. Inch by inch, foot by foot, kilometer by kilometer, the motherfucking Ukrainians taking back what's theirs. Taking back what's theirs, what's rightfully theirs. Crimea's still in play. We got the Ukrainians crossing the Dnipro River in Kherson area. We got Bakhmut on the verge of being completely fucking surrounded, about halfway there, making lots of progress south of Bakhmut. Dub after dub after dub, but let me tell you, Ukrainians are dying out there. Every step forward is paid for in blood. And the shit couldn't be more real. It's the hottest battlefield on the motherfucking planet. Trench by trench. Tree line by tree line, man. You're shooting into bushes. You don't know what the fuck's going on. I've never seen fighting like this before in my life. And what do I have to show you? Easily. You know me. If you've been watching the show. Yeah, I'm being a little hyperbolic. Davey's correct. Thank you, Davey, for bringing me back to reality. But progress is being made. Look, and they're doing it the right way. They're doing it the right way. You don't just... They're not doing it the Russian way, right? Which is just, you know, blitzkrieg wave, right? Just keep going, artillery until they're, you know, powder. They're looking for opportunities. They're depleting ammo. They're denying logistical lines. Absolutely not. Fast expands. Oh, there's an end to this. The Russian government, the Russian economy is wildly unsustainable. Putin over here received his first ever challenge to power. Right? That's fine. If it takes 20 years, it takes 20 years. The alternative is letting Russia get away with nuclear blackmail and also get away with a new style of neo-colonialism. Right? Which is just roll in, pretend like the area you're rolling into is being liberated, and then magically it joins, you know, your country a couple days later. The alternative is China taking over Taiwan, right? This Ukraine is at the crux of a new geopolitical order. No, it fast expands. You're 100% correct. Putin is a fool. Putin is motherfucking NATO employee number one, right? Before Putin stepped up and showed his ass to the world, NATO, you know, like Switzerland and Finland were like, oh, I don't know about NATO. Germany was shitting on NATO, right? And the whole idea of NATO was being put into question. Now it's how quickly can I sign up, Daddy Warbucks? How quickly can I sign this fucking NATO contract? Motherfucking dust getting blown off NATO contracts. Yeah, okay, no problem. We're going to double our arms industry over here in Germany, by the way. We're going to double it. Yeah, no problem, Daddy Warbucks. Great job, Putin. Great job. But look, if you've been watching this show, yeah, I remember that. Fast expands. You seem pretty plugged in. Sorry I shit on you. I'm an asshole, okay? I'm a really angry fucking guy. But look, if you've been watching this fucking show, you know I love me a good cook-off, boys. You know what I'm talking about. You know I love me a good ammo cook-off. And let me tell you something. Number one, AAA cook-off, ammo cook-off I've ever seen, dude. It's in the middle of an apartment complex, so it's all like contained inside this fucking apartment complex. Dude, and the Russians were so fucking stupid. They filled it up with a bunch of ammo. No roofs, no nothing. You could have put it inside the building. Nope. Nope, just sitting out there in the open, ready for an incense grenade. And Ukraine delivers. I've not seen Prigozhin's wig collection. I do know that he did have a sledgehammer. I think I have a story about that queued up. No, Davey, can you get me a video about the Prigozhin raid? I don't have that video queued up. I forgot to queue that up. Look at this ammo cook-off, boys. Look at this ammo cook-off. We're going to see this several times. Don't you worry. goddamn magnificent. Boom, 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 dude. Waboom. Once again, I'd like to mention that Warthog Defense came out in support of the fake right-wing narrative that France is being invaded by migrants and immigrants and that they were the sole reason for the riots. Just like to mention that, you know, military war bloggers are still right-wingers. Just like to remind you. Thank you, Davey. Number one. Thank you. Give props to your boy Davey, producer of the News Underground. Is it that Canal 15, 13 video?
Are gradually encircling Bakhmut, but several Russian military correspondents like Alexander Sladkov claims that Russian forces have left Klishchivka. We left Klishchivka. This is near Bakhmut. It is necessary to check, and if refuted, I will be glad. If it is true, that's bad.
Sleepy, personally, I am a democratic socialist.
And Bakhmut will be under fire control of the armed forces of Ukraine. I can't say a bad word about our guys who moved away. According to my data, this is again a lack of shells. I'll be glad to be wrong. You won't be strong without strength. The weak don't win. The city of Bakhmut is under threat of assault. Can we keep it? Yes, who knows. Right, Sladkov. The armed forces of Ukraine are having success in the Klishchivka area in the Bakhmut direction, said the spokesman of the Ukrainian General Staff, Andriy Kovalev, said during a briefing without going into details. And there is a drone footage how Ukrainian forces hit a massive stockpile of Russian rocket artillery in Donetsk city. The explosion is like a mini nuke.
Fucking gorgeous. I mean, you could see the ammo going every which direction. Everywhere. And I don't know what the hell's going on in the top right. No, you're not. I know. I don't know what's happening in the top right here. Is this like some other... You'll see this here in a second. 1 second here. It's coming up. You'll see it on the right. Right here. Like, hold on. Nope. Where is it? Where the hell is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah. So that has to be something else completely. Right here. Something else seems to be fired off and then launched over in this direction. But like one more time. We got to watch it one more time.
Nuke stockpile
it's too good.
And there is a drone footage how Ukrainian forces hit a massive stockpile of Russian rocket artillery in Donetsk city. The explosion is like a mini nuke.
I can't believe Russians are still doing this. You could have put it inside the building. Would it be that hard to pull it out if it was not inside the building, you know? Was it you literally didn't have time to hide it inside the structure? They're so bad at this. Fuck, dude. I mean, fuck, man. They left some heavy-duty shit in there. It does look like there was some phosphorus. I think you're right. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. Star Troopian. You might be right. How about that new Star Trooper video game, dude? I've been playing it. Not bad, huh? Finally, we get a horde-based shooter in the Star Trooper universe, man. It's a good game so far. It's only early access too. Yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, Davey, you're 100% correct. Yeah. But yeah, so this is what it looked like. I mean, just the perfect... I can't believe the Russians are still doing this.
Turns out that Russian armed formations placed ammunitions for grad systems in a residential area.
Just out in the open, dog. No camouflage, nothing. You just... You know? I can't believe they're still doing this. I can't believe they're still this dumb. Right next to a building where they could have put the shit in there. No one's gonna bitch, no one's gonna complain, but wow, they're just like... Wow, okay, we've already seen it enough times, but fuck, it's one more time. We get the big explosion one more time. Fuck, it's good. This is the best ammo cook-off I've ever seen. Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. I love it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get a big war boner when I see an ammo cook-off. I'm sorry. I know. It's not very socialist of me.
109 Paladin.
Not very...
A short video demonstrating the operation of the
pacifist.
M109 Paladin howitzer by members of Ukraine's defense
So this is a great interview, and I recommend you absolutely watch it on your own time. I don't have time to cover this interview. It's an awesome interview. These guys, the funnest thing that they say in this interview is that it's a night and day difference between, because this is a Western made mobile artillery stuck inside the base during the ammo cook-off. Oh, I mean, that's a really good one. But man, I mean, the top down, the cinematic nature of it, right? The fact that it's inside this apartment complex and it kind of contains everything. Oh, I don't know, Davey. It's okay. We would have to do a comparison. We would have to do a poll, right, to find out. Anyway, the funniest thing about this interview with these guys is they're like, night and day difference between the Soviet artillery, which is like you literally die of heat stroke, and they were like, yeah, this one has AC, and we're like we can all sleep comfortably on the inside the vehicle if we want. And this guy's great. This guy right here, he's like, he's like, you can live in it. He's like, yeah, this is great compared to the Soviet crap we've been using, dude. I just think it's so fucking funny. Like when you look at some of these designs from the Soviet designs, it's like human comfort, that's out the window. We don't give a fuck about human comfort, right? Choke and die on the fumes of the diesel engine inside your vehicle. We do not care. Really wild shit. But yeah, heavily recommend you check that out. Let's go ahead and get this. We got to see this. So it's happening. Yeah, me too, Star Troopian. It's happening. Prigozhin, I mean, the clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick on Prigozhin, right? I think there is an ongoing bet in the Discord about when Prigozhin is going to kick the bucket. I think I said in 2 months from now. I think that's the current bet. So make sure you check out the Discord if you want to jump in on that bet. We have a bet section if you want to check it out.
Footage showing the inspection conducted.
Oh yeah, baby, give me that nice loud AI voice. Thank you so much.
At the residence of head of Wagner private military company Yevgeny Prigozhin.
Oh my God, homeboy was a straight billionaire. I mean, dude was making a lot of money. I don't know about billionaire, but dude was making a lot of fucking money from Africa. That was a golden goose.
Has been released. As can be seen from the footage released by the Russian mass media.
What would they do with him? What would they do with him? What would the CIA do with Prigo if they got him out of there? What would they do with him?
Yeah, a large amount of money, including foreign currency, weapons, fake documents, wigs, and a sledgehammer with the inscriptions "Important negotiations" on it have been found in the house.
Man, fuck Prigozhin.
The residence, that covers a large area, has rooms for various purposes as well as a helipad.
That's a very Soviet thing to do, to kidnap a guy and then sit him in front of a camera. That doesn't feel like Uncle Sam style.
It should be noted that the inspection time to Prigozhin's march with Wagner members to Moscow.
Left.
It has been reported that the confiscated money has already been returned to Prigozhin.
Yeah, Woke Patriot, you're not wrong. MSNBC would love to have Prigozhin. Every news agency would. I would. I'd have an interview with Prigo. Call him a fucking bastard right to his face. It's not, no. I mean, is it Uncle Sam style to kidnap somebody and stick him in front of a camera? Now, it would be Uncle Sam style to extract and then allow him to accept interviews on the media, right? But it's not Uncle Sam style to kidnap somebody and then just stick a fucking camera in front of their, that's a Soviet. That feels very Soviet. But America would just be like, oh, we rescued Prigo. And yeah, now he can have all the interviews that he wants. Yeah, Uncle Sam won't let you know. Did I mute this? What is this? Okay, it's just, wow, okay, silence. I love Canal 13 over here. Dude, he has, what is this luxury ass helicopter that he's got? 16 days left? No, I think we changed it. Didn't we? Maybe, did we change it? Did I give myself? No, I think I actually just gave myself an extra month. Oh shit, fuck. Man, I'm giving people some dough. He's gonna be alive longer, a little longer than that. He's gonna be alive a little longer than that. Because here's the thing, Putin needs to find the right time to kill him. Putin needs Prigozhin to be irrelevant when he's killed. Because he doesn't want any martyrism. I said 28 days from June 23rd. Okay, fair enough. But he doesn't want Prigozhin to be a martyr. Right? So the public, once the public forgets about him, and then they just hear, oh, he was kicked off, you know, fell off a balcony, right? There'll still be people that are pissed, but I mean, look what they did. Like, if you want the blueprint, look at that Navalny fella. Is that the fella that they poisoned? Who's the fella that they slowly poisoned to death? That journalist, right? Because they didn't just, you know, they didn't kill him right away. You know, they waited years, right, to make their move. I don't know if they have that same time frame with Prigozhin. As long as Prigozhin stays away from the cameras, Putin has all the time he needs. But if Prigozhin starts posting to social media, Putin might have to do something. Boy, he's got a nice ass house, dude. Yeah, start trooping. Yeah, poison him while he was getting on a plane. He was like drinking tea or something. They put it in his tea. But there's his wigs. Oh my God, it looks like a game show wig, dude. How you doing? Welcome to Wagner. We're gonna kill some people with sledgehammer. Wagner. That is fucking crazy. They're like Jay Leno wigs. These are real pictures. He looks like Kevin. He's got a little Kevin Spacey thing going on. All right, let's take a look at this link from your boy Davey. It does look like the guy from The Dictator. I've only seen the trailer. I haven't seen that. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my. Okay, he's just having fun. Come on. He's not taking any of this seriously, is he? He's just being a goofy guy, right? The Zoomer version of Prigozhin. Dude, he looks like Michael Moore. He looks just like Michael Moore, dude. What the fuck? Dude. Hold on. He looks just like Michael Moore. He's got the whole Michael Moore thing going on. Not too much. Not spitting image. Wow. What a fucking clown. What a clown. And it's really funny that he got so close to it. He got so close to Moscow with this little mutiny. He could have really caused some trouble. All right, so we got to talk about the nuke stuff. Man, I got to tell you, I'm kind of scared, right? Like Russia is doing a really, really good job of making me very, very worried that they're going to do this. But I mean, ultimately, if Russia were to do something to the Zaporizhzhia power plant, it would be the nail in the coffin for this entire endeavor. The United States would put boots on the ground. Maybe not in like aggressively, but maybe to do like what Davey recommends, which is like hold the borders so that more Ukrainians can head to the front line. You want me to hold them, huh? Almost done. Yeah, let me hold them. Almost done. Oh, my little baby! Oh, little baby! Little guy! Little guy! Little guy! I need that Minky, though, if you got one. Oh, no, it's okay. All right, but anyway, I think this if the plant were to go off, I think it would be boots on the ground. Immediately requesting that U.S. moves American nukes into Poland. I mean, Poland's going all out. They've been 100% right about Russia, though. Even though that Polish government, though, woo, that's a right-wing government.
Ukrainians are preparing for a frightening scenario, a nuclear disaster. Training exercises were held in several cities to help agencies and people respond to the possibility of a radioactive event. Of particular concern is the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The plant in southeastern Ukraine is under Russian control. There are fears of a radiation leak from it, either inadvertent or intentional. In the training drills, emergency service workers in protective suits practice radiation testing, as well as cleaning radioactive particles off surfaces. Apocalypse. They reviewed procedures for first aid for people affected by radiation, and they drilled on how to conduct a mass evacuation. The radiation training is just one of the many unusual steps people in Ukraine have had to take since Russia launched its invasion in February of 2022. No one in Ukraine wants to put these skills into real-life use, but history tells the country what can happen. Ukraine is the home to the world's worst nuclear disaster, 1986's Chernobyl accident. The accident sickened untold numbers of people and rendered uninhabitable an area of roughly 1,000 square miles. Chernobyl took many by surprise. Should something similar happen again, Ukraine wants to be ready.
Boy, Inside Edition just fucking blow it. I mean, are you gonna point out that the Zaporizhzhia power plant is completely different from the Chernobyl power plant? And that even if it was completely bombed, it would not have a meltdown-like scenario like Chernobyl did? No, we're just going to scare the shit out of America, huh? Okay, all right. Inside Edition, folks.
This is Inside Edition Digital.
Yeah, my kid. My kid has a Prigozhin wig on, dude. Look at his hair. Look at his crazy hair. Hold on, bud. He's got the Prigozhin wig, dude.
Europe's largest nuclear plant. On the banks of the Dnipro River. On one side, Ukrainian territory, on the other, Russian-occupied land. There, inside the Zaporizhzhia plant, captured Ukrainian technicians work at gunpoint. Olga Koshana is in touch with those inside.
It's so hot, dude. It's so humid. Okay, I didn't want to watch this video. Okay, we got to move on. But so if you want more information about why I think Putin is not going to do it, thank you, everybody. I know he's adorable. If you want more information about why I think, because I agree with Vlad Vexler here. If you want more information about why I don't think Putin is going to do it. I think he's doing everything he can to try and like scare people, but I don't think he's ultimately going to do it. Vlad Vexler doesn't think so, and I heavily recommend you check this video out. Unfortunately, we don't have time to watch it, but we do have time for the final video of the day. Good old reporting from Russia. Let's make sure that there isn't a new one here. Nope. Okay. Just the one from 21 hours ago. He's been posting more in the afternoon, so we've been missing him. Yeah, I don't think anything will happen to the plant, but it is frightening. The nuclear blackmail, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not intimidated, how important is Crimea to Russia? Right? It's frightening. I do admit that.
Day 496. Today the biggest news comes from the east.
Yeah, Crimea is very important to Russia.
Several hours ago, Ukrainians conducted an extensive HIMARS raid
not just
along
militarily,
the whole eastern
right, but
contact
culturally.
line. The first target became the biggest Russian logistical hub on the occupied territories. Donetsk is one of the largest cities in Ukraine by size, and it is by far the most industrialized one, which means that it has very well developed logistics that Russians are gladly using to accumulate and store ammunition and equipment. The footage was quickly geolocated, and it turned out that the target was quite obvious. Ukrainians struck a warehouse of the factory Sarmat, which is located just 100 meters away from the railway connection. Russian sources reported that Ukrainians used 2 HIMARS rockets to hit the facilities.
It's pretty important.
Some sources reported that Ukrainians managed to destroy the newly arrived equipment. The second target became the twin city of Donetsk, Makiivka. Geolocated footage indicates that a powerful explosion happened on the territory of the metallurgical plant. The plant itself is extremely vast, so Russians used it to accumulate tons of ammunition. Russian sources reported that Ukrainians launched 2 HIMARS missiles here as well, and even claimed that one of the missiles was shot down. However, it did not change anything. The explosion was so powerful that the smoke covered several cities. Ukrainian military-affiliated sources confirmed that Ukrainians successfully hit a Russian ammunition depot that had just received huge supplies. The goal of these strikes was to reduce the available and ready-to-use Russian resources on the Eastern Front to undermine Russian defensive capabilities, in particular around Bakhmut. The creation of short-term deficits of ammunition and shells can create a perfect window of opportunity for advancement, because as you remember, Ukrainians have just one fortification left to overcome before they can expand south of Bakhmut. Some analysts claim that the ammunition depots that Ukrainians targeted today with their HIMARS predominantly contained artillery shells. And it looks like it is true because simultaneously, Ukrainians started using HIMARS for effective counter-battery fire very frequently. Today, Ukrainian 43rd Artillery Brigade released a video showing how they hunted down Russian artillery on the southern Bakhmut's flank with their HIMARS. The first target of the Ukrainians became the Gvozdika system near Zaitsevo. The second target became a multiple launch rocket system Grad near Kodyma. Another target of the HIMARS missile became Gvozdika.
It's your tax dollars at work, boys.
All of these systems were providing support to Russian troops precisely in the area of Ukrainian advancement.
We'll look at that after this video.
Ukrainian HIMARS crews also conducted a series of strikes on the northern Bakhmut's flank. Here Ukrainians struck the 2 S-5 Getsynt-S system near Bakhmutske, BM-21 Grad multiple launch rocket system nearby, the second Grad in Pokrovske, the third Grad south of Pokrovske, a D-20 howitzer near Pidgorodny, and M109 howitzer in Bakhmut. Overall, judging by only available footage, over the last 2 days, Ukrainians destroyed 9 Russian artillery systems of various types.
Fucking right, boys.
This is extremely important because the enemy artillery is the main factor that slows down Ukrainian advancement. If we combine the fact that Ukrainians destroyed almost a dozen Russian artillery systems with the fact that they also blew up several huge ammunition depots near Bakhmut, we can see that Ukrainians are rapidly creating very favorable conditions for a breakthrough. If you're against the invasion of Ukraine and you want...
Love to see it. Love to see it. Want to see more of it. And hey, Putin, you want your troubles to double? Go ahead and get radioactive with it. All right, we got time for one more video before I got to take the whole family out on a walk here. Hopefully it's that, it's that big boom. This looks really super familiar to a video that was like a year ago that we saw from the same exact perspective. And like the Russian did the same exact thing. He like awkwardly closed the window afterwards. Are we sure this is not a video from a year ago? It seems like I'm getting like super deja vu from it. And it is no fucking joke, dude. Like you only get a second of it, but god damn, dude. And it hits just like right. He's lucky the window was open, right? Because it could have easily shattered directly into him. But god damn, nothing blows up like an ammo dump. I gotta say, like a fuel dump, that's a nasty one. But the boom you get from an ammo dump is nuts. A big shroom cloud on near a farm. Yeah. Nasty. All right, folks, that's all I got time for. I wish I had time for more, but I don't. Thank you so much to everybody that's here. Glory to the Ukrainian democracy, for real. Glory to the Ukrainian democracy. Right? And hey, while we're throwing the ducats over to Ukraine, while we're throwing the money over to fucking Ukraine, how about we throw a few bucks over to Palestine? No? Can't do that?
Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
Can't do that, huh? Look, we do have to talk about the hypocrisy, right? And the United States does need to have a conversation about its crimes, that it's currently committing crimes of the past, all right? A World War II or a Ukraine once in a while does not make up for, what is clearly an empire and the actions of an empire. This little guy eating oh man, he's eating my headphones. All right, folks, Peace in that motherfucking Middle East. Do not forget my 3-step program to create political change. Step 1, inform yourself, which is my chat's the most informed chat on Twitch. My chat's the most informed chat on Twitch, bar none. So you got that done. Step 2, join a progressive, you hear me, Panda Man? Progressive political organization in your area. Drop those fucking fascists. And step 3, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. And don't be shy about defending the progressive agenda. All right? Because it's all about the future. It's all about the future. All right? So get in on this fight. Get in on this fight, y'all. We need you. The movement needs you. Peace in that motherfucking Middle East. Glory to Ukrainian democracy. Right as the song fades out, we'll do one more track.
I would never snitch, 'cause I would never snitch on the dope man.
Fuck Panda Man.
Will you ever snitch?
Fuck Panda Man and fuck your conservative ideology, Panda Man. Rest in piss to the conservative ideology. Nothing but cancerous bullshit, gaslighting for maniacs and authoritarians. Throw that conservative ideology in the trash right where it belongs.
I would never snitch, 'cause I would never snitch on the dope man's bitch. Nigga like me just ain't with it.
Ain't with it. Pussy ain't shit when you constantly get it.
Niggas think it's dope, dealers don't understand.
Don't understand.
I always try to fuck,
But I always keep a bird in hand.
just ain't with it.
When you constantly get it.
Niggas think it's dope, dealers don't understand.
They don't understand.